So in all transformational relationships, people they can earn a fortune, 10 or fortune. People they can earn residual income. So residual income is the kind of money you make because you did something right once and keep making money from that thing for the rest of your life. So whatever happens around us, everything is called contributing factor. What else is called? Contributing factor. They are contributing to your success. They can delay it, they can slow it down, but they cannot stop you. The only thing that they can capacity to stop you is what's happening inside of you. You are the most important factor. What's happening inside of you is called determining factor. What is called determining factor. So you are the major reason why we come talk about every day, because once you grow, everything will grow. Once you improve, everything will improve. Once you start, of course, taking the right decisions, everything will start becoming right in your life. So yesterday, we started training where we know that we have manipulative leadership, we have, of course, influential leadership, we have also have autocratic leadership. But apart from that, you want to actually live, of course, any of the leadership you are operating with, whether autocratic, manipulative, influential, which we recommend influential, they need to add some thoughts to it. So we call it the thought leader. So you add some thought to it. So we call this the thought leadership. So thinking before taking action will make your leadership last. The thinking before arranging your thoughts to build trust, to build, of course, to be trustworthy in any field of endeavor. So because the economy we find ourselves today, the attention economy demands a new growth strategy. The attention economy, the new economy, the attention economy. That means the more attention on you, the more money you make. And not attention on you, you should be able to give some quality of, you should apply some strategy that will make you a voice, that will make you, of course, that will make you have, be a center of influence, demands a new growth. Demands a new growth. So yesterday we started here. We saw here, so I think today will be the end of today's class. And then tomorrow, on Monday, we started another new topic for us. Okay, so we said something. He said that the attention economy demands a new growth strategy that gets all eyes on you. Everyone and every economic factor are competing for your attention. Everyone is competing for your attention. You are the only one that will give attention to the things that feed you. So when that thought leadership is a new business breakthrough. So you want to break through in your business, in your career, in tech, financial services, real estate, any field of endeavor, you must just do what the big players are doing. That the big players in every field educate their people, inform their people, inspire their people, and of course with a lot of free content, with a lot of free courses. This makes the more attention on them. So decide that you're going to be a source of inspiration to other people. You're going to add value to other people, because all thoughtful leaders, they all add values. That is when someone decides to become a thoughtful leader, to add more significant to what you do. Before you advertise, you must get the attention. So we ended yesterday by talking about buying community. Today, people are buying that consumers now assemble in community. These buying communities allow people to reach, to buy things because of the review, research, comment, complaint, and all of that. So we see them all over in YouTube channels, social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, Jumia, Konga, Amazon. Before somebody buys something from somebody online, he goes to review to check whatever other people that have used the services are saying. So you must be a trusted advisor. So thoughtful leadership position you as a credible voice and a trusted advisor within a buying community, any community at all. If you are feeding people in your buying community with inspiration, information, motivation, you be considered a credible voice. You be considered a trusted advisor. So feeding your community makes you a trusted advisor and a pillar in that community. So yesterday we said, simple be the best. So today we'll start from there. If I start about today's class, we gave some outline yesterday. I don't think I'll repeat the outline. So we talk about the deficit of trust, the growth strategy, consumers' philosophy, keys to victory, setting yourself apart. So today we'll start from the deficit of trust. That's what we're going to start from today. That is why the deficit of trust. The deficit of trust. Okay, so because this is what is missing in between a consumer and a producer. When they can't trust you, of course you can't, because the business of anything business is a spiritual adventure, because it has to do with faith, trust, believing. Someone must believe that your product is good to buy from you. You too must believe that, okay, I have a good product to reach out to the public, because most of the time you have to believe that your product can solve problem, and you actually stand up to solve problem with that belief. So the deficit of trust in leadership. That is why this thoughtful leadership is needed in your community, in your marriage, in your business, and anything you do. Let us take some notes right now. Consumers don't trust producers unless they can evidence their trust and worthiness. Consumers don't trust producers online. Businesses, consumers don't trust producers online unless they can evidence their trust and trustworthiness. Unless they can evidence their trustworthiness. Unless they can find something like testimonial, endorsement, rich content to evidence their trust. Consumers don't trust producers unless they can evidence their trustworthiness. You are writing that one down. Example of the trustworthiness. Example of the evidence includes consumers don't trust producers unless they can evidence their trustworthiness. Example of evidence include testimonial, endorsement, rich content, subject expertise. Consumers don't trust producers unless they can evidence their trustworthiness. Unless they can see evidence. They can see evidence. Full stop. Evidence includes testimonials from other people that have used your product or services, endorsements from big companies and parastatal, rich content, subject expertise, maybe membership. You belong to Nigerian Bar Association, Nigerian Society of Engineers, membership association with credible sources. So this is how consumers evidence the trust of a producer. So consumers don't trust producers unless they can evidence their trustworthiness. If you have written that one down, I say consumers don't trust producers unless they can evidence their trustworthiness. The evidence include testimonials, endorsements, rich content, subject expertise, membership, association with credible sources. Full stop. So that is why thoughtful leadership is very important. But thoughtful leadership will make you, in any place you are serving, any place you are doing something, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to make money, you want to become a significant, you want to make significant impact whatever you do. So you don't just go and occupy space as a leader. Start thinking, how do you want people to remember you when you finish your leadership tenure? 4 years, 5 years. How do you want people to add value? How do you want to add value to other people beyond just goods or services? So somebody will not meet you and leave you the same way. So that's how you should be. I said there are 3 types of leadership we have. We have manipulative leadership. That is what Babalawo used to use on people. If you rain touches you, you don't die. They manipulate you. Some people use it to get something from somebody. Number 2 is autocratic leadership. That's what government use. That is police, army, obey before complain. Then influential leadership. In fact, they give you so much value that you just have to follow because of the impact they've created in you. But in any of them, please always think of more values to add to people. And for people to believe you online, to buy your product, to buy your books, to buy anything you do, or to even believe you in your community, in your locality, you must be adding more value, rich content, get some endorsement, give some values, extra courses for free for people to believe you more. So I would like us to listen to this, but don't write it down. Let me just run through this because we have to finish this class today. We live in a skeptical age whereby some people don't believe what is being told, what they see. They don't believe status. They don't believe what like a doctor or an engineer. This generation doesn't care if you're a lawyer, a pastor, or CEO. You must provide them with some proof of evidence that what you are selling to them is working. Evidence. You must evidence whatever you are doing. They want to see some evidence. They want to see some of the clothes you have sewn. They want to see some of the products you have created. They want to see that. Then now write this one down. We're in a generation that has some scammers, robbers, liars online, everywhere, etc. We're in a generation that they have so much scammers, robbers, liars, etc. We're in a generation that have so much scammers, robbers, liars, etc. So the ocean of internet is full with sharks and predators. The ocean of internet is full with sharks and predators. So we want to become a voice in this generation, especially online. We want to become a voice. You must give some additional value. You must give some. We're in a generation that we have so much scammers, robbers, liars, etc. The ocean of internet is full with sharks and predators. So that is what is happening right now. So for somebody to believe you and trust you, you must be thinking of adding value to them. That have trust deficit today in the business world. So you must go beyond just normal providing services. So trust is the bridge between a consumer and a producer. So it's not about I'm having good product. You have good product or services, but people are not buying because they don't trust you. So let's write this one down. I said the ocean of internet is full with sharks and predators. The ocean of internet is full with sharks and predators. So the ocean of internet is full with sharks and predators. So that is why here. Okay. That is why you have to give extra value. You have to give it some endorsement of testimonials. People will testify for you. So to leave some level of impact. And it starts from your thinking. That's what I'm talking about. Write this one down. We don't trust everyone, and a deficit of trust between consumers and producers. We don't trust everyone. We don't trust everyone now online. We don't trust everybody in the sea because there are so many scammers, so many robbers, so many liars, and a deficit of trust between consumers and producer. So what makes a consumer not to cross the bridge? You know, I always draw something like this sometimes. I write here consumers and producers. And I also write there, people that have issues that needs to be solved. People that have, they need solution. Okay? That needs to be solved, fine? People that have problems that need solutions. People that have needs that needs to be met. People that have aspiration that needs to be achieved. So what makes the between is business. So you want to do, and that comes with some, because in attendance, your attention is on you, on your product. The people want to be able to trust your products or services. So because you see, producers increasingly have to evidence their trustworthiness through testimonial, endorsement, rich content, subject matters. Consumers are the subject and their needs. Consumers are the object and their needs are the subject. So you can see, consumers, you see, they all need to their problem to be solved, issues to be met. So all consumers will say, these my markers are wonderful. So, and they just bought it this morning. So consumers are the objects. So, and their needs are their subjects. Whatever their problem is, issues, aspiration, these are all subjects. So you must not just be a leader that just wants to solve problems, just producers that want to just provide solution. They want to provide solution that solve their problem, provide their needs, and help them achieve. No, you must add some level of value, some level of testimony, some level of information that will make them feel better. That's why you can see today. Okay, let's take some notes before I say what I want to say, because that will make more subjects. So understand the subject and the object is very important as a thoughtful leader. The consumers and their subjects, their issues, their problem, because the more problem you solve for people, the more money you make. In the generation, there's so much money in Nigeria because there are so many issues and problems in Nigeria. But for people to trust you, for people to, you must build that bridge of trust. Write this one now. The bridge between consumers and producer is trust and trustworthiness. The bridge between consumers and producer is trust and trustworthiness. The bridge between consumers and producer is trust and trustworthiness. So if you cannot trust your product, they cannot trust your services, they don't believe that you are trustworthy, you're struggling in the market, even when you have good product, good packaging, good position, people are not crossing the bridge to buy from you because you've not built the bridge of trust. How do you build the bridge of trust? Through rich content, through testimonial, through giving extra value. That's what I'm talking about, a thought leader. Because the attention economy is on you. So you need to build trust. If you don't build trust between the people, you cannot retain people in your team, you cannot retain people in your family, people will not be buying and being committed to your product or services. So I said the bridge between a consumer and a producer is trust and trustworthiness, full stop. You have written that one down, shall I? Nothing beats the speed of trust, no matter the gap between consumers and producers. Nothing beats the speed of trust. Nothing beats the bridge of trust, no matter the gap between a consumer and a producer. Whatever you are producing today, whatever you are selling, whatever business you are involved, whether you are working for somebody, nothing beats the bridge of trust. Nothing beats the bridge of trust, no matter the gap between a consumer and a producer. So why would somebody, for us, that in a kind of business, so you see, when you go on prospecting, what you're trying to do now is to make a friend and collect number. That friend should be able to trust you to honor your invitation when you invite the person. So if you cannot make a friend and collect contact, that gap, you have not bridged it yet, because the person doesn't trust you, he doesn't believe. So the only way, that's always the people, drop a little bit of sunshine, turn on sunshine, so the person can remember you for something. So you see, you want to have a level of trust, even if it's 1%, for them to honor your invitation. Have you seen why you go invite a prospecting and nobody's going? Because you didn't go to build trust. You only go to share cash and flyers. They don't trust you to believe you to come. If they trust you, they will come. So how do you build trust? By giving some extra value. That's why I say, please go with questionnaire. So you can always hand over something so the person will go and read and check some and make sure that he go through one or two things to believe you. Okay. Let's just write this one down. If you can build a bridge of trust between consumers and producers, then your customers, partners, mentees will give you their loyalty, money, time, and support. If you can build a bridge of trust, as a thoughtful leader, if you can build a bridge of trust between consumers and producers, if you can build a bridge of trust, how do you build? You want to talk about that. If you can build a bridge of trust between consumers and producers, then your customer, partners, mentees, etc. will give you their loyalty, money, time, support, etc. If you can build a bridge of trust, if you can build a bridge of trust between consumers and producers, if you can build a bridge of trust between consumers and producers, then your customer, partners, mentees, etc. will give you their loyalty, money, time, support, etc. So the reason why people don't make money today, even when they have good product or service, because they have not taken time to build the bridge of trust. As a thoughtful leader, they have not think that, okay, how will somebody meet me and leave me better than he meets me? How will somebody meet me and life is getting better, improved? So because people don't think, you have to think, thinking, because until you think, you cannot manifest. You see, if you have not arranged your thoughts to live a significant, not just I'm a leader, no, be a thought leader. Don't just say I'm a leader occupying space. Be intentional, because that is one of the ways you build trust. Once you build trust that is a bridge. Once you build it, everything will follow. I said, if you can build the bridge of trust between consumers and producers, your customer, partners, mentees, etc. will give you their loyalty, money, time, and support. Either with me, shall I? Why is trust important? Let's all look at it. Why is trust important? Why must you as a thoughtful leader consider this? Why is trust important in marriage, in business, in anything you do? Why? It's because trust plays a major role in the buying decision. Because trust plays a major role in buying decision. For somebody to decide to buy something from you, buy into your idea, trust creates a major role in buying decision. Why is trust important in business, in marriage, in anything you do? As an entrepreneur, as a businessman, why is trust important? Because trust plays a major role in buying decision. The shoe you wore today, you liked it, you trust the buyer, you pay money for it. The phone you bought, you didn't trust the buyer that this is not a good phone, you will not pay for it. Your hair, everything is based on trust. Trust plays a major role in buying decision. All business is driven by belief. All businesses is driven by belief. All business is driven by beliefs. So someone must believe you, driven by beliefs. So all businesses is driven by beliefs. All business is driven by beliefs. Business is a spiritual adventure, and it's because it is entirely fueled by faith. All business is driven by belief. Full stop. Business is a spiritual adventure because it is entirely fueled by faith. It's entirely fueled by faith because the entrepreneurs evidence by faith, the consumers also evidence by faith. So you buy by faith, then go by work. This will work for me, and the consumer also buy by faith. So trust is important because it plays a major role in buying decision. All business is driven by beliefs, and that is why a business is a spiritual adventure, and it's all entirely fueled by faith. It's all entirely fueled by faith. So everything about business is all fueled by faith. The entrepreneurs is evidencing faith. The consumer is also evidencing faith. The shoe you bought, the consumer, the guy sold to you, no, this thing somebody will buy from me, and he believes that you buy. You too that went to buy the shoe. So me too, I want to buy a good product or services. So you can see that everything about business is about trust, and it's about spiritual, and it's about beliefs. I keep telling you that success in business is 80% beliefs, 20% actions, activities, and behavior. So if you don't believe that this thing is going to work for you, and you go out to make a friend, you will not even have the confidence to even make the collect number and make sales. So if you don't make sales in business, very soon your business will collapse. What makes business works is sales. And when you buy something from you, you must build a gap of trust, because trust has been a major issue. Why people don't buy things from people? They say, oh, that person, I don't trust his product, I don't trust his services. By people's testimonial, endorsements, of course, other people's opinion. So write this one down. I would like us to write this one down. Okay. All customers, clients, prospects, etc. Believes that you have integrity, that you are trustworthy, that you're going to keep to your promises and your performance. So before they can buy and patronize you. All customers, clients, prospects believes that you have integrity, that you are trustworthy, that you are keeping to your promise, you are going to believe in your performance for them to patronize and buy from you. So if you don't believe it, all customers, clients, prospects believes that you have integrity and that you are trustworthy that you keep to your promise, that you're going to be, they believe in your performance, etc., for them to buy or patronize you. Imagine you go to a medical doctor, the doctor says, I'm not sure that this surgery will work. Let me just give it a try. I'm not sure that I will do successful surgery. Let me give it a try. They will not say, they have 50% chance that you will succeed. This surgery will be 80% chance. They will give you all those ones. The remaining 20% is just God factor. Anytime, pilot enter the plane and say, this flight you are boarding right now, I'm not sure you take us to Lagos. We're not sure you take us to Lagos. Now you say, okay, I beg, excuse me, I'm not on board again. Can I come down? The pilot saying, we are not sure this flight will take us to Lagos. The thing can stop on the middle of the way and it will crash. So there's no assurance at all. Let's just give it a try. Now all of you will come down for the flight. Yes or yes? Yes. When the guy that build this house, after building that, he say, okay, I'm not sure this house will last 2 years. It will collapse. So nobody will enter this house. Yes or yes? So all customers, clients, prospects must believe that you have a level of integrity, that you are trustworthy, that you keep to your promises, you keep to your performance for them to buy and patronize you. That belief must be there, because you see, why we don't buy as a thoughtful leader, you have to intentionally create and build the gap of trust in business. Because you're not thinking about that, it will be difficult for you to cross the bridge or to build the bridge between a consumer and a producer. So don't just produce products, think of building trust. Because this particular attention economy now, all attention is on you. So people must believe you. People must believe your product. All attention is on your product. People are saying, I don't know why I'm not selling, because they don't believe you, they don't trust you, they don't have any level of trust at all. That's a difficult in life. So, what I'm saying is the business of faith and beliefs is because the producer, the seller must have some level of credibility. And you, the clients or the customer or the prospect must have some reasoning of thinking that your offer makes sense, that your offer will do something for them. The offer is going to add value to him. So you must believe that this offer I'm getting your feelings, which is going to be advantage to your business or to your offer. These are the things that happen in businesses. Why people are not struggling is because they never think. Thinking is arrangement of thoughts. You create with your mind. You create. So that's how you have to arrange your thoughts. So I would like us to write this on that many entrepreneurs don't understand. Many entrepreneurs don't understand that trust in business. Many entrepreneurs don't understand that trust in business. Many entrepreneurs trust in business determines the buying factor, not just packaging, pricing, and position. Many entrepreneurs understand that trust in business determines a buying factor. Trust in business determines a buying factor, not just packaging, not just focusing on packaging, pricing, and positioning. Many entrepreneurs understand, oh, my product is good, I'm packaging very well. Oh, the price is cheap. People are not still buying. Have you not seen people sell cheap products? People don't still buy. People don't buy them because they don't understand that trust in business determines a buying factor. A buying factor. Trust in business determines a buying decision. Trust in business is the buying factor. Why people buy things like Mercedes-Benz, Rolls-Royce, Toyota? They have trust. So you produce a car that keep having accident, people will not buy. There's an aircraft that is no more in Nigeria right now called Susoliso. That aircraft started having problems here and there. Nobody was boarding the flight again. That's the company getting into extinct, because many entrepreneurs understand that trust in business determines a buying decision. Trust in business determines a buying factor. It's not just focusing on your pricing, packaging, and positioning. Full stop. Until the breach of trust is built, customers will not cross over to buy your offer, even though it's good. Until the breach of trust is built, customers will not cross over. Customer will not cross over to buy your offer, even though it's a good offer, product or services. Until the bridge of trust is built, customer will not cross over to buy your offer, even though it's a good offer, either product or services. Until the bridge of trust is built, customer will not cross over to buy your offer, even though your offer is good. So what will make somebody sign up in your team and then now start looking at you and tell you, I don't trust you again. I don't trust that me and you will succeed. So I'm quitting because I don't believe. Sometimes they won't tell you. Because so you're losing faith. You must build the bridge of trust. So we're going to discuss some of them today, how you can build the bridge of trust. We're going to discuss it today. So we're going to end today's class. So because you must be intentional and deliberate about your life, your financial life, about your business, about your community. Now you're building community. You must say somebody, I was talking with Ambassador Obong the other day, Obong Sam, and he's having a little bit of issues in his office, and because some leaders are now giving him so many. I told him, see, I told you, increase personal development in your team and give them some extra value. That will now make them believe that, so, okay, this my leader is thinking about me. He's not thinking about financial life alone. He's thinking about me as a person. How can I become a better person as an individual? How can I live a good life? Not just praying for me or receive anointing in Jesus' name, amen. No, he's supposed to teach you about hygiene. That for you to receive that amen, you must sleep on time, you must drink a lot of water, you must eat fruits and vegetables. Do not just, you must have a clean environment. If not, sickness will come. If you don't wash your hands regularly, you eat everything with your bare hands, you're going to contact so many sicknesses to yourself. You don't always flee to house, you don't sleep with mosquito net. Mosquito will bite you, and then you finally contact malaria and so many things. No hygiene, no personal development, no, nothing at all. What is it they will do? They just think about money, and that will not increase trust at all. So you can see that for you to actually build a bridge between consumers and producers, between you and your mentees, between you and your people you are working with, the bridge of until you build the bridge of trust, the customers may not cross over to buy your offer, even though it's good bracket open products or services. I also like to write this one down. We have been hearing it sounds too good to be true. We have been hearing it sounds good to be true, and if it sounds good to be true, then it may not be true. This is a level of mistrust that exists. You have been hearing it sounds good to be true. Why somebody says it sounds good to be true is because there's a mistrust that exists in the between. So you say, it sounds good to be true. That's why he's saying that thing. You have been hearing it sounds good to be true. If it sounds good to be true, then it's not true. This is a level of mistrust that exists. That is what people say. It sounds okay. How can I say that? This marker can write on the board. You cannot say it sounds good to be true. You already know it's true now because you see me writing on it. When you say it sounds good to be true, it's because he doesn't believe that thing. If somebody says it sounds good to be true, he simply said that it is not true because there's a level of mistrust that exists. So that is a level of mistrust. If somebody, okay, how can you tell me? I tell you, okay, I'm going to give you 2,000 naira. You say it sounds good to be true because you don't even believe it. That is the truth. I can give it to you. Say, I know you give it to me. Yes, you don't even think about it. You know I can give it to you without not even thinking about it. So that's the truth. So when somebody says it sounds good to be true, that person is trying to tell you that a level of mistrust. So the next thing to do is to answer questions. I'm going to tell you an answer question. I'm going to how can become a pillar in every community, in your business, in your career, in your marriage. You know what? Imagine your wife coming back by 11 o'clock, or your husband, and he's telling you, oh, my car broke down, or blah, 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 blah. And the wife or the husband said, it sounds good to be true. He's trying to tell you, hey, you're trying to whine me. He doesn't believe you at all. So that thing, there's a level of mistrust. So, how do you build those gaps? We're going to talk about that shortly so that you can build a gap between the consumer and the producer. It starts from you thinking as a thought leader that this thing, I must build a gap of trust with anybody I'm doing business with. Whether I'm a lawyer, whether I'm into financial institution, whether I'm sewing clothes. You know, this morning, this is not the clothes I was supposed to wear this morning. I brought my clothes to wear. So I know that my clothes has some stitches as loose. And my laundry man, I saw it, ironed it, packaged it, and brought it to me. I para for the guy. You know, but then I did not see it. You know what I told him? I told him, he appeared as this thing came to my mind. That I told him that it sounds good. He's pretending as if he doesn't know. Because that's a level of mistrust already existing there. How can you tell me you don't know? You don't iron it because he opened it and ironed it. The thing cannot fold again. Also, the stitch is moved, the thing opened. So also put it down and sew it. So, and the seller close to him. Why don't you tell her to put it? Tell me the amount. And you package and get mine package. I'm a public figure. I'll come and talk to people. But say, oh, guys, your clothes don't tear. And I thought that I will just be pretending. I'm perambulating. I say, this man, he be like, say, para for the guy. So, just to write this on down, but listen to me because I want to write something very important down. If you're wondering why people don't buy your product, just write it down. Let's just read it. If you're wondering why people don't buy your product or services, if you're wondering why people don't buy your product or services, your offers, if you're wondering why people don't buy your product, services, your offer, or buy into your business, even with good packaging, pricing, positioning. If you're wondering why people don't buy from you, don't buy your product, they don't buy your service, they don't buy your offer, they don't buy into your business, even with good packaging, pricing, positioning, it is because the bridge of trust has not been built. It is because the bridge of trust has not been built. If you're wondering why people don't buy into your community, if you're wondering why you don't retain people in your team, if you're wondering why you're not doing well, it's because the breach of trust. If you're wondering why people don't buy into your product, your offer, your services, into your business, is because even with good packaging, pricing, positioning, is because the breach of trust has not been built for them to cross over and buy into your business or into your offer. If you're wondering why people don't buy into your business, into opportunity, into product, services, the offer, even with good packaging, pricing, positioning, it is because the bridge of trust has not been built for them to cross over and buy into your business, buy your product or your service. The bridge of trust has not been built. The bridge of trust, you're wondering, somebody can say, hey, this person is not, but people are buying from the person because the trust is akara, the trust is moi moi, the trust is bread from his factory, bakery. But you have a big bread, my own is people don't buy it, don't trust you. You go to a back now, there are so many transport like AKTC. A lot of people go there and board because they trust their service or something. So the other part they could not load. They could not load because they don't have a name, no brand, they don't build any level of trust. So I say if you're wondering why people don't buy into your product or services, into your offer, into your business, is because even with good packaging, pricing, positioning, it is because the bridge of trust has not been built for them to cross over. They cross over and buy from the producers. They both have issues. They don't trust. Have you not seen so many beautiful girls they could not marry because the men don't trust them? This one is sleeping around, and this one not going to become marriage material. You're not going to keep my children well. I beg go make around. You see, some people will say ugly, but they're not because beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. People they rush those girls. You know what? This one are marriage material. This one is trustworthy. They talk through. They pum everywhere. This what happens. So because the thing is that trust must be built once you become a leader, whether it's in marriage, in church, in business. You must bring this. You must think this thing I'm talking to you right now because attention is on you. It demands a new growth. You must bridge the gap of deficit of trust. You must bridge it because trust is one of the major buying decisions into your idea, into your concept. So you say, I want to go into business. Have you considered, okay, what is your thought line in terms of trust in that business? So that attention to build trust and trustworthiness. So we'll end with this. I'll give you some pillars. Oh, we still have one or two things to do. Let me check my time. We still have more than 15 minutes to do this. So how do you build the pillars? I don't like cleaning my boards, but I'm going to clean some of them right now so that we can look at it together. So this thing calling trust, it might just sound as if it's one of the insignificant things in business. It's just like one of the things we just look at, just like your nail in your body. This nail, it looks like it's not important, but when we do you, I think you know say your whole body is important. And your body goes scatter. Just this nail, when you say, it be like say you know the important. Make Whitlow do you. In fact, even to eat fufu go tire you. Even to eat garri, it go tire you. So this issue of trust that we look at this small thing that is nothing. Why are you talking about trust in business? This is one thing that looks like it's not important. It's the reason why you have not retained people in your team. I say that people I do business with. I said one of the days, one of my mentees needed a shoe. I just called the guy that I used to buy shoe from. I said, Pato is in Plaza. Pato, I need shoe from one of my boys. Make him come. Give him an issue where he want. Just give him one. He said, no wahala. The guy when they pick any issue he wants. Pato no ask me the money. 1 week pass, 2 weeks pass, and I don't forget. Now one day they pass my issue, I say, hey, I not pay this guy this money now clear. But how far now? If I say you don't get money too much, you don't want to collect your money. It's not for maybe like that. Now because say I trust you. Simple trust. They not trust. Simple trust. I don't call people and go be instead my tenor. Just so close for them. We will talk later. We will not talk price. We know price no be factor. No be factor. Trust. They not trust. My mechanic carry my car sometimes go fix them. Carry and come back. And when I just transfer money give them. Trust. They not trust. Small things. You and person will do something. You no go even believe you. Even if you say, okay, calm down. I'll give you this thing. You no agree because he no trust you. You no collect on that day. You no collect in code that day. You no allow you rest. You say, okay, calm down. I'll give you the code later. I know Allah. Trust still there. They not trust. Someone must believe you in one way or the other. Create it. You don't have a mistake. I said life is by design, not by default. No, animals only survive by instinct. One may succeed by design. You must design it. Think about it. So building the pillar of trust. Building the pillar of trust. Building the pillar of trust in your community. In your buying community, people that are buying from you, people that you want to buy in your buying community, while you're selling clothes, selling shoes, building the pillar of trust in your buying community. So about 9 of them here, how you can build the pillar of trust. So before we go to the first one, I like to do introduction. I like to do some introduction. So whether you're either build a pillar of trust in your community, either you're a lawyer, doctor, legal services, financial service, accounting, technological opportunity, physical product services, trust, advisors, credible counselors. You must build this pillar. Number one, I can do this thing. Don't worry about that one. Number one, study your community more than what you are offering. Study your customer. Study your customer. Study your community. Study your partners. Study your customer. Study your products. So study the people more more than more than what you are offering. What you are offering. You know why you need to study more? Because you cannot offer somebody something that's not valuable to them. That they will not buy. Value is anything that is useful to others, other people other than you. Anything you are giving somebody that is useful to him other than you is called value. Value is anything that is useful to someone else other than you. Value is anything that is useful to someone else other than you. So you must know your customer, what they want. So you need to provide that thing to them. If your customer doesn't want to provide to them, you will not buy. You say, oh, my business is not working because you didn't study your community. So write this one down. I would like to write this one down. Know your buyer, comma, know your buyers, know your product, know your services, know your buyer, comma, product or services. The more you understand them, bracket open, their pains, their needs. I wish I did not clean this board. Oh, don't worry, we're going to get the pass this time. So I would have gone back to show you what I wrote before now. Know your buyers, comma, products, services. Because the more you know, the more you know them, bracket open, their pains, comma, their needs, their issues, their problems, their aim, bracket etc, bracket close. Know your buyers, comma, product or services. The more you know them, bracket open, their pains, their needs, their issues, their problems, their pains, comma, needs, comma, issues, comma, problems, aims, etc. The more you feel that, the more they will feel that you're on their side. The more they will feel that you're on their side. When someone comes and buy shoes, say, okay, I know say the kind of shoe they wear, maybe this one, buy this one. You know, because you already know it. Like I keep talking to people, I don't decide how my clothes is being sold. I just, like the one that my tailor just said, oh, I meant, okay, we don't see new quality. You don't enter market, man, I buy you one. I say, okay, buy one. So I will come get them later. Okay, send you money for you. He just bought it. He said, I call him this month. He said, I've had the clothes. He said, make I see this weekend or next week, I'll deliver the clothes. I said, no, so because he knows me, he knows what I want. They're not going to sew those things that these young people used to wear. You know, I don't go there, I'll go break table. I'm a father of 3. Why are you saying that thing for me? I don't understand you. So, you know, so let's not go there. They just continue. So, I say the more you know your buyers, your customer, your clients, your partners, bracket open, their pains, their needs, their issues, their problem, the more they will feel that you're on their side. And the more they will patronize you, the more they will stay with you. So that's why conversation is very, very good to build this trust. That's why I told you about giving out some gifting, some training, some impact, some inspiration, because that's the only way. You know, and when I was when we were still doing construction at one of my property in Shelter, one of the guys that we contracted, the guy was very funny, so I told him not to work again on the site. So he went to my tailor because he knows, you know, when you come around me, I almost introduced everyone around me. You have to know my tailor, my plumber, my electrician. I have everybody around me. So he went to my tailor and started talking rubbish. That's I beg. Any matter where you get to Oga, go settle with them. Me, I don't want to lose my relationship with Oga. That's why they chop. I won't continue to the chop up. So you can imagine that. You came to, I mean, the guy was telling me. So what am I trying to say today? Know your customer, know their needs, know their pains, know their issues, get to know. And because the more you know, the more you talk with them, the more they feel that you're on their side, the more they will buy from you, the more they will just stay in your community. That is why sometimes I tell people, that's how we create this mastermind meeting, so that we come once in a week, we just sit down, we start talking. See, we start talking. That's why say, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth do what? Speak it. They will vomit. You will not know. So number 1 is to study your community. Number 2 is that you join join your community by becoming a consumer yourself. Join your community by being a consumer yourself. That is, be the product of your product. Join your community and become a product. Be the product of your 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 product. That is, use your product yourself too. Join your community by becoming a consumer yourself. Join your community by being a consumer yourself. Become a product of your product, because it will also boost your confidence too. You are selling something, whatever you're selling, product or services, you to also have to use those products too. I cannot be telling you about toothpaste. Like me, I'm honest about you right now, I cannot use any other toothpaste except our company's product. It's difficult for me to use any other brand apart from my product, because I want to have a taste of my product. I want to also be a product of my own product. Now I'm talking to you. I know with confidence I'm also benefiting from it. I cannot be talking about knowledge. I'm not also consuming knowledge. If I'm not consuming knowledge, if I'm not right, I can't ask you to write it now. You don't have me to get projector. It's a projector screen is here. Put up some write-up and talk about it. No, because I already know in every transformational process, You must participate in the process. You must participate. If you don't participate, you cannot be transformed, you will reform. That is the truth. It just come. I can carry the note now, type our books now, I can put in the book, sell it for you. But I know transformation cannot take place. A footballer must always involve in the daily exercise every morning, because every successful men are these self-disciplined men. You cannot achieve level of success that is globally recognized, gigantic, generationally recognized, if you are not self-disciplined. Naming all the boxing industry, the football industry, music industry, all of them are disciplined people. Only poor men that are not disciplined. Poor men are like China phone. They don't obey instructions. What did I say? I'm telling you from everywhere. So why are you saying this? I said, because the Bible says so. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs 18, verse 18, it says, poverty and shame shall be to those that refuse instruction. Poverty and what? Shame. Go and read it on your own now. And I said, so when I tell somebody, you see me right. So this thing, I don't have to just talk. I can pick 2 points, just write and start talking. But it's no. I want you to write, because that's the only way you transfer. Because as you are participating, your subconscious mind is also transferred. You don't know what's happening to you. Stay with me for 3 months. See, your life will change dramatically. The way you think will start changing. Your reasoning, everything will change, because you are participating in your transformational process. If you don't participate, I can pray from now to tomorrow. I don't know that they pray for them, say, no, do this sin again. You come out, you know, these two days, you don't go back to that sin. It's difficult. Except you participate in the prayer meeting, Bible study, stay around the campfire. That's to get the heat. That's when you get the heat. That's the only way. Let somebody accept Christ, his personal Lord and Savior. Let him not go to church for just 2 months. It's too fast. 1 month. You know, 1 month. He backslide. But it's a rehabilitation program. So you do some rehab. They isolate you from the sin that makes you do those things you do, drinking, smoking, womanizing, whatever. They disassociate you and put you in an environment so you can participate in the transformational process. That's why there is no transformational process without your participation. I want to be a millionaire. I don't want to be part of it. You cannot be a millionaire. I want to be a tailor. I don't want to participate in the tailoring process. You cannot be a tailor. I want to be a carpenter. You don't participate in that process. You cannot be a carpenter. You cannot be. You must participate. Then not participate. Be the product of your product. Number 3, demonstrate knowledge of your community in every post. Document. Demonstrate knowledge. Demonstrate knowledge about your community, about your business. When I say community, I mean your business, your ideas, your services. Demonstrate knowledge about your product, your services, your concepts in every post you do, in every document you present, in your industry. So you say your akara, you're supposed to put some note. That's how you transfer things to generation. How do you make akara? Document it. Demonstrate knowledge about your business, about your community, about your idea, about your services, about your product, etc. In your posting, in marketing, in document, in your industry, you must demonstrate knowledge. Without demonstration of knowledge, you cannot hand over that thing to the next generation. Remember, see, the purpose of creating wealth is to transfer wealth. The essence of wealth is to transfer. That's a wealth transfer is not just lands and cars alone. The wealth is also the transfer of ethics, knowledge that created that wealth. You know, you cannot transfer it. You must demonstrate knowledge. Demonstrate knowledge about your business. Demonstrate knowledge about your career, about your concept in that field of your industry. Naming, demonstrate knowledge about your product. Demonstrate you have a product knowledge. Oh, what is this laptop? You cannot even convince on this RAM, have this hard disk, yeah, this is what called i7 Pro, whatever. They must go beyond just selling product or services. Demonstrate knowledge. That is how to build trust. That's how to become a pillar of trust in your community. So if you don't have knowledge, proper knowledge about whatever you do, proper knowledge, you'll be talking as if, you know, imagine somebody coming to meet you right now. You don't know the job. You make all the friends. You invited the person on an invitation. The person comes in front of you. You are talking to the person. You are looking ground. It's because you lack confidence. See, you're pinching. You know, go work. It's just this not going to work. So that's number 3. Demonstrate knowledge of your community, of your product, of your services, of anything you get in your document, in your posting about your industry. So number 4, focus on community's priority. Focus on community's priority. Focus on community. When I mean community, I mean your product or services. Focus on your product services. Focus on its priority. Focus on product, on your community's priority. On your community's priority. So focus on community priority. Focus on it. So if your community priority, like I told you, maybe they're having, they have issues, needs, they have pains, they have aspiration, that's what you should focus on. Like, when I started the business, we have been struggling for the past, I'm already 9 years, for the past 6-7 years. There was nothing like knowledge. I kept asking myself, why is somebody, after spending time with this person, I take him to Dubai, I take a person to Abu Dhabi, take him to Manila. We come back, I helped him, he buy land, I helped him, he buy a car. I said, okay, how much do you have? I have this money, 2.5 million, collect, buy. So that when you make money, they pay me small, so that I can give a status in the society, no wahala. And they do all those things, but the person is not, he doesn't even believe in himself. When he open his mouth, he start telling you things, what if I fail now? What if I have sickness? I have poverty? I say, no, there's something wrong with this guy's psyche. There's the way he's thinking. It's called mindset, mindset. That means I need to go and look for a product that will change people's mindset. And the only thing that can change people's mindset is not personal development, is knowledge. See, poverty starts in the mind, settles in the pocket. Wealth starts in the mind, settles in the pocket. The only thing that ever changes the mind, the only asset that changes the mind before the pocket is knowledge. The knowledge. Until you provide knowledge that change their mind. What is knowledge? Package information. Tailor to solve a problem. That is knowledge. Package them, gather information, gather trust, vision, ideas, package them, gather all the information, package them, tailor it to solve that problem. That the only way it solve. So until you know, you will never practice it. The more you know, the more you practice, the more results you get. The less you know, the less you practice, the less results you get. So the problem is knowledge. The gap is to fill with knowledge. Knowledge. So focus on your community's priority, whatever the priority is. The next one is number 5 now. You are with me, shall I? Okay, you are still with me, shall I? Okay, give number 5, give unbiased advice. Unbiased advice. Give unbiased advice. Give unbiased advice. Give unbiased advice. This under my time is wonderful. I need to end the class now. Jesus. Okay. I have to read all through this, Give unbiased advice. Even if it may not result in sales for you. Give unbiased advice, even though it may not result in sales for you. Give unbiased advice, even though it may not result in sales for you. Even though it may not result in sales for you, even though you will not make money from it, even though it will not benefit you. Give unbiased advice. Even though it might point to another person, another direction, give unbiased advice. Give unbiased advice. Okay, I think we may not need to write all these ones now. Just leave to me. I can go and watch a replay because my time is wonderful. But I don't want to continue this on Monday. I have a special training for you on Monday. So I don't want to take you to give part 3. Answer questions, enable quality decisions, recommend others in other fields that might solve their problem. You may not need to write all of them down. Create more helpful and engaging content for other people. So building a bridge of trust. Write books for them, provide solutions for them, podcast, YouTube channel, facilitate webinars, delivery speeches in your community that solves problems, that solves issues, that meet up their needs. This is the new market breakthrough. This is the new market breakthrough. It is cheaper than the old marketing traditions because this builds organic followers. I think let's just write this few statement as we call it today. This is, the thought leader is a new market breakthrough. Write it like that. The thought leader is a new market breakthrough, and it's cheaper than old marketing traditions like billboards, television. Today you can go online, start talking about the particular subjects in your field. You command followers. The thought leader is a new market breakthrough because it's cheaper than the old marketing traditions. That is the billboards, the flyers, all those. It's cheaper because it builds organic followers and relationships. Because it builds organic followers and relationships. The thought leader is a new market breakthrough because it's cheaper than the old marketing traditions because it builds organic followers and relationships. Because it builds organic followers and relationships that are following your content, consuming your content, and also, therefore, it builds a gap of trust and trustworthiness. So, a thought leaders is a new market breakthrough because it's cheaper than the old marketing traditions, because it builds organic followers and relationships that consume your content. Therefore, build the bridge of trust and trustworthiness. Build the bridge of deficit of trust and trustworthiness. So, when people read your books, they tend to feel that they know you more. For posting, they feel that they know you more. So, You are confused somewhere. So sorry because of my time. Go and watch the replay. This thought leaders build is a new market breakthrough, and it's cheaper than the old marketing traditions because it built organic followers and relationship that consume your content. Therefore, build the gap between the deficit of trust and trustworthiness. So, do you want to consider a trust name, a trust advisor, become a thoughtful leader? Set yourself apart from your competitions by answering questions. Make a list of questions, concerns, conflict that if people experience in the area of their own life. Pour out the content into multiple streams of containers and know your and become become known as a credible counselor in your field. So that's what we're going to stop today. So sorry, I have to rush the end of this section because of my time. I don't like exceeding 9 o'clock. And we have some other things to do. That's why I have to stop right now. So on Monday, I have a new topic for you. This is going to blow your mind. This is going to make sure you become the ultimate version of yourself. Become stronger as an individual. Become bolder as an individual. Become great as an individual. No, once you improve, your financial life will improve. Once you increase, your relationship will increase. Once you increase, everything will fall in different places for your own good. I'm telling you nothing to the truth because I've tried it, it's worked. People just start having this natural attraction to your product, to your services, whatever you do. People don't know why they're just buying your product, but they can't say no to you. You become unstoppable. Tell them I'm unstoppable. That one is begging for a charge card. Touch yourself. Say I'm a success. You can do better than that. Touch yourself. Say I'm a millionaire. Become relevant. Become a thoughtful leader in your marketplace. That's what we're going to stop today. So for the online communities that are watching me online from YouTube, from Instagram, from Facebook, please don't get involved in a business without a mentor. Mentorship is a legal shortcut to success. You know why? He that stands on the shoulder of mentors will see far. See you at the top. See you tomorrow. See you on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. God bless you very good. So for the rest of us here that came today to learn, to become more as a person, to become better as a person, for money to meet more money to meet money in your hand, please take your notes. I want to be sure I'm not talking to chess. I'm talking to human being. You might learn so much from everything I said today. You might just learn one thing. You might learn half. Whatever you learn, I would like to share with me at least 1 or 2 statements. I'll take 2 from here. I'll take 2 from here before we call it a day. So what's your take home today? You learned something today. Can I see yourself? What's your take home today? You learned something you want to share with us? Okay. Let's hear from you. Good morning. Like to do business with people that have integrity, with people that are trustworthy.